we need to talk about SoFi Stadium, all right? Yours truly, Sheriff Joe Bags, got to see SoFi Stadium with my own eyeballs this weekend. And guys, I can't put it into words how incredible that place is. It was top notch. All right. It's only the second NFL stadium I've been in. The only other one is for the Denver Broncos, just up the road from me. It's about an hour and a half drive for me. But me and my dad flew out to California. We went to SoFi Stadium. It was absolutely incredible. I mean, even just pulling up, we were on the highway, and my dad had kind of commented. He's like, I wonder when we're going to see it, and then I'm like, I don't know, it's kind of flat, and then we looked over and it's right there. And so we end up getting in, we get parked and everything, and you just walk up to it. It's unbelievable. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it with your own eyes, it's impossible to put into words to the point where you would be able to understand what I'm saying. And so the overall experience, top notch. I've got let's just share some pictures for you guys on the YouTube channel. Some of the things that we were seeing, some of the obnoxiousness that I got to participate in outside and then getting inside. Of course, my dad was a little upset, and it kind of makes sense. I don't know why this happened, but in the team store, they had 0 Chargers items in there. And I know most of you guys are sitting there like, haha, right now. But, I mean, me and my dad flew out from Colorado, and he couldn't even get anything from the stadium. It was kind of a bummer. But also, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me that would happen, unless there's some legalities in there that I don't know about. Because you would think that with that kind of split with Rams and Chargers, of course there was more Rams fans there, but there was certainly not a shortage of Chargers fans in that building. That you would think that they would want to capitalize on those people wanting to spend their hard-earned dollar bills in the equipment room, and that was not the case. So that place, though, the equipment room was amazing. I walked in there, I'm starting grabbing stuff off the shelves where I got this shirt from. It was incredible, guys. I got myself the Stafford jersey, like I said I would. They didn't have Jordan Fuller, otherwise I would have gotten that one, but absolutely amazing. So let's talk about the good as well as the bad. There's a lot more good than there is bad, but I did want to relay the full experience to you guys. So the good, honestly, most things were pretty good about the stadium. All right, it was incredible. It was such a great time. The stadium is absolutely gorgeous. The fan experience definitely begins when you're outside. That's not something that I've experienced before. That we didn't even get inside the gate for probably 45 minutes an hour, because we were kind of, we wanted to see the grounds a little bit and walk around. We saw the lake and everything, like you guys saw in the photo. Audio listeners, I do apologize, but videos, you saw that one. And, so we kind of did that thing a little bit, but the fan experience starts outside. That's great. One thing I wanted to be sure that I mentioned, and I don't have names, unfortunately, for you guys, but there was some people outside, and they were wearing the yellow polos. If you guys were there, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. The people in the yellow polos, it was like almost like a concierge service. They kind of just asked, like, hey, do you need help with anything? Do you need help with your tickets? Do you need to know where to go? Anything like that? What do you want to see? And just kind of guiding us around, not like personally, they didn't like stick with us or anything like that, but they were there to point you in the right direction. But I gotta say, we talked to 3 of these people, 2 at one time, and then we had to get some information a little bit later on the other side of the stadium. But I gotta say, guys, that was maybe the best customer service that I've ever experienced in my life. And I know it's their job; they're supposed to be like that. But also, there's a lot of places that are supposed to have really high customer service, and I gotta say, that was probably the best I've experienced. They were great. They were so helpful. They were eager to help. They were going over what we were asking for, just offering more help, and they were so nice, so great. I don't have names. I wish I did, because they deserve to have a little bit of a shout out. So it's unfortunate that I don't have that, but they were seriously great, and I hope that they're there all the time, because whoever was out there, they got like the iPads. They were in the yellow polo with the Rams logo on the chest here. They were incredible. I mean, seriously, top-notch customer service. I think that was the best I've ever experienced. And like I said, I wish I had their names. The optics of this place, it's beautiful everywhere. I mean, every detail about this place it seems like it's so on purpose and for the aesthetic appearance of like that aspect of that stadium. It's just unreal, and the little details everywhere. It was alive in there. That's my note. It was alive, and it's almost like it's a party. Like the entire time, no matter where you were, there's people hanging out. There's there's music playing and stuff. It was awesome. I got to see, Jackie Slater setting up for the Rams pregame and postgame. I saw like the little studio thing. Got some pretty good pictures of that, but didn't want to just be there, standing there. So we wanted to keep checking out the stadium stuff. So got a couple of shots, but then kept moving. But, there's a live DJ. There's that guitarist, I'm forgetting her name, Nita something. She was out there shredding and stuff like that, playing some like Red Hot Chili Peppers and stuff. It was just really cool. They were doing that like in commercial breaks and stuff. Just really fun. It felt super open, no matter where you were, even though it's a covered venue, of course. I know it's not a dome. It's not a real dome. That canopy just goes over. It's not even attached really to the stadium, but it's so open. And we had the nice little cool breeze, like where we were sitting. We had like the concourse right behind us with the concession stand and everything right there, which was really cool. We had this nice cool breeze coming through, which was great. It made me laugh as my Colorado self because people were putting on hoodies and stuff for that one. But it was a nice cool breeze, and I loved it. I thought it was great. It was not too hot in there for sure, but also we get that breeze coming in, so we're feeling good sitting there. And we look down at the field, and the flags on the goalposts are not moving. So, it's nice and calm down there. So that doesn't appear to be an issue because the wind actually was a little bit higher than I expected it to be. Nothing too crazy, of course, but it was just kind of nice. And I did appreciate the nice cool breeze coming through with my Colorado-ness going out there to California. First time ever in California, by the way. So that was pretty awesome. I wanted to comment on this: the sheer number of beer stands. Incredible. They're all over the place, all right? There was one moment that I was standing there, and I'm kind of just glancing around, and in my line of sight, I've got 7 beer stands. All of them have like 4 people in line. They're moving. They're busting them out there. So I like that because you're not just going to waste all your time standing in the beer line trying to get some ice-cold beverages into your soul. So that was super pretty. That was awesome. I got to say that. And the lines keep it short, so keep it moving. We had like 3 right behind us. So, I got up and I looked at one and it was like, oh, that's a little full. Look over here. It's like, oh, that's 5 people. Look over here. 2 people in that line. Let me go over here real quick. And they're all right there. So it's not like anyone was like out of the way or inconvenient or anything. The Infinity Board, guys, the Samsung Infinity Board. It's truly unreal. I did not think that it would actually like blow my mind like that when I saw it. Like, because I've seen, like most of us, I've seen this construction kind of take place, over the last few years. It's been a while, and we see the renderings at first and stuff, and then we see like the board get put up and all that stuff in videos. But seeing it up close and in person, that's amazing. I really did not think that it would just I would see that board and that it would actually blow my mind. But as just looking up as so bright, especially when the sun went down, so it's a little darker in there. That it was like lighting up the crowd with all the graphics and stuff. The Rampede graphics that they got with like the 3D Ram head on there, super super cool and just real crisp, man. That's like, it doesn't look like one of those old school boards. Like, it's super definition. Oh man, absolutely incredible. The equipment room, exclusive items, and it's absolutely huge. The employees were super helpful. They were great. They were helping people. I didn't necessarily request any help or anything like that. I kind of knew what I was doing, or at least I was just grabbing stuff, honestly. Spent a few $100s in a couple minutes, but hey, that's kind of thing that I expected myself to do because of who I am. First time at a Rams home game, first time in California. Of course, I'm going to drop a few $100 in a couple minutes there. So it was great there. Huge, super awesome. There's things that I have not seen like online. I haven't seen them like at all. Like, just that was really cool to see. So, and also the people. There were so many people there, and there were so many people in just a great mood. Like, everybody's just out there having fun. We were out there chatting with people and stuff like that. Everybody's like, it seemed overall pretty friendly. Generally pretty excited and stuff. First game that fans have been allowed into SoFi Stadium. So yeah, that was great. Let's talk about the bad just a little bit. All right. So getting out of the parking lot. What a disaster. There was a moment there, I'm pretty sure we were stopped for 20, 30 minutes, just sitting in the parking lot, just waiting to go. It was a disaster. And it's almost to the point, like, I know in December now when I go out there for the Jags game, I know for that one, the game's going to end. I'm going to take my time getting out of there. I've got an early morning flight the next day. I'm going to take my time, though. I don't care. But at least that one's not a night game officially. It's just so we'll just kind of hang out, just soak in SoFi a little bit more than I was able to. So we'll do that one. But yeah, parking is a disaster, and I don't know if there's spots that are easy to get out of. We were in the orange zone, and yeah, it was awful getting out of there. And there's I don't know if that can really get much better, because all the roads around the stadium are pretty slim. I mean, you got 1 and 2 lane roads just about everywhere. So I don't even know how much that can be improved. So I guess we'll kind of wait and see. The food, way too expensive for what you get. Way too expensive. We got some hot dogs there. Looked like those suckers have been sitting in that water for a couple of days probably. They were like way longer than the buns. So you like feel weird like just eating you just get like a bite full of hot dog. There's nothing else there because the buns are too small. So, I mean, I heard a lot of complaints about the food. I know Arash Markazi, he put out some stuff bashing SoFi for the food, and I'm definitely not here to defend the food, because it was not good. And obviously the prices that you pay in a stadium are pretty extreme. That was way too much for what you got. The good news about that is that that's an aspect that's actually easy and quickly improved upon if they are taking into consideration these comments that are being made by people who are at the game about the food. So that's something that I do anticipate improving over time. It very well could be. I'm sure for the Raiders game, it's probably still going to be about the same. But by week 1, it's very real that is improved upon. And throughout the season, I expect it to improve. By December, when I'm back out there at SoFi Stadium, I'm excited to see like how far along that comes, because it is something that is improvable, not like the traffic. You can't just make every single road wider out there like within a season or anything like that, or maybe ever, but the food can absolutely be improved, and it needs to be improved. And also the bad, I threw in this one as well, the people. I don't need to talk about it. You guys know exactly who I'm talking about. And, that kind of stuff I don't think should be celebrated. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cool. I like that those people are banned from SoFi now. I think that if you can't handle your emotions, you need to just stay home. I don't like it. I don't like sharing the video. I got sent it like 14 times. Yes, I saw it. Not live. I don't care about it live. I don't care about any of that stuff, really. It's I was there to watch a football game. I don't care what happens in the stands, as long as I'm having a good time. But yeah, no, I think that that's a total joke, and I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cool. I don't think those guys are awesome or anything like that. I think it makes us all look bad, and I don't think it should be celebrated at all. We should, I don't know, man. I've been at the one game that fans were allowed in, and something like that happened. And so, I hope that improves over time. I'm not sure where security was or why it took them so long to get over there, but hey, not my problem. I wasn't part of that, of course, but yeah, I'm not a fan of celebrating that. I feel like it's being celebrated quite a bit. So, Rams fans, thank you guys so much for making it all the way to the end of the clip. I do sincerely appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe. If you have done that, or even if you haven't, go ahead and watch the full episode if you liked this clip. I guarantee you guys are going to love it. Go Rams!